Hi and welcome. I'm Claudia, and originally I'm Hungarian, so sorry for my accent. And I live in the UK a couple of years, about 10 years. I am on my healing journey, and I look after myself very much. And then I had a condition which in the UK wasn't treated in a normal way. So they suggested me a surgery for my neck, for my shoulder, and they said I'm in chronic pain, and that cannot be addressed just with medications, very strong painkillers, which I didn't want. So this was one of the reasons I started to look into Ayurveda, and I checked UK prices, and then I found them very expensive. And of course, the phone algorithm they were working, and that's actually lead a website or lead a couple of options in India. And so I decided to choose the Vajra Ayurveda and Yoga Retreat, and I think the best decision ever I made. I'm very happy with the treatment, with the doctors. They were very careful for me, and then they gave me all the need or all the attention I needed. I had a free consultation over the phone before I traveled here, or before actually I booked anything here. So then we went through very carefully all the condition I have, all the symptoms I have, and then we discussed how many days is recommended for me to be here. Which I think it's amazing, because if you go to the doctors in the UK, you only get 10 minutes if you are lucky, or 5 minutes. The doctors most of the time they don't see you as in a person. They just only call you if again you need to be lucky if you want to be seen the doctor in the UK. And so I was very pleased. The doctor who called me back on WhatsApp, she actually spent time with me. I think the call was maybe 45 minutes. And really, she asked me a lot of questions about the condition, how I feel, how I sleep, what's really the thing which bothers me, etc. So for me, it was no-brainer. In the same evening, I checked my holidays, I checked the prices, and then I just booked the trip. About the price, because everything is very expensive, and we are very much money driven. So what I can tell you, when I checked one consultation in the UK with an Ayurveda doctor, which was like miles away from me. So I have my little car, but even with the car, actually it took me around 2 hours to get there. So I'm from London, and 2 hours to get to Croydon or somewhere, and then 45 minutes was £85, which is very expensive, I think. And here they have different rates, depend on what type of rooms you pick, but still I think it's worth to come here and then get the treatment what you need. What else I can tell you if you think about it, and why I actually make these videos. So when I was kind of do my due diligence on this place, because I came alone, but totally I felt very safe, and I didn't have any issues. So I organized actually the treatment place, the reception team, they organized me a pickup at the airport. And I had any issues, so I actually arrived very early morning, and they didn't make a big deal about that. So they offered me a breakfast, then my room was ready, so then I could actually check up very early. The check-in time actually I think it's 10 o'clock or something like that, but they still let me to go and then have rest before the doctor consultation. The same afternoon I arrived, we had a doctor consultation face to face. So I brought with me all the papers from the UK I got from the doctors, and then we went through again in person very carefully, and this is how she decided what I need to actually, what type of treatment I need to get. And because of the lots of sitting actually on the plane and then the lack of movement. So unfortunately my lower back decided to fire up, so I had a very big pain in my lower back for a few days, and I was so amazed because everybody was so aware of what condition I have, and then they immediately addressed it. So I don't know how many times actually they came to the room if it was necessary. So I was really supervised by the very, very knowledgeable doctors, and I think that's just really worth the money I actually paid. What was like 9,000 Indian rupees for a day, I think, because I got the standard room. So I think that's a very, very big value or good value for the money I got. What else I need to tell? So they always notified me what treatment I gonna get before the day, and then again every day they measured my blood pressure. Then what I had a discussion with the doctors, or like a checkup with the doctors in the morning. I had one in the afternoon, or even if they saw me somewhere, so they just catch me and then they ask me, oh, do you have some minutes, tell us how are you feeling. And if there was any issue, if I said, oh, I can't sleep, or if I can't go to the toilet, or whatever, they try to help me, or actually they did help me with different Ayurvedic medication and stuff like that. So I think that's enough for the treatment. As I said, I'm very, very happy with the treatment I got here, and then I definitely gonna return here. And also, if there is any, yes, I forgot to mention that. So for me, because my MRI scan was outdated, I would say, when I say outdated, so that means it was 3 or 4 years old, maybe 5. So the doctors recommend me again to maybe do one, but it was peanuts to compare to the UK price. And then even in the hospital I was sent, it was amazing treatment. So I was so amazed. And then, you know, in the UK you don't get your pictures and the CDs, you just get a report what's the issue. I got every single pictures, and then I had a neck MRI, and then I also had a total spine MRI for less than 150 pounds, which is again mind-blowing. So I'm very, very happy. And then getting done the MRI on the very beginning, so that actually helped the doctor as well, and then me, of course, to know what's going on in my body. So I'm in my last day, and I'm very, very happy. I'm much less in the pain because my body was totally inflamed. Again, so this chronic pain is reduced, the inflammation reduced, the joint pain reduced. And then, yes, I know there is more journey to come for me. And then, of course, when I'm going to discharge tomorrow, or when I'm going to leave tomorrow, then I'm going to have some suggested medication, but I need to take it in my luggage. And I think it's going to be 2 or 3 months supply. So they're not going to leave my hand or left my hand and then, okay, you were here, goodbye, and then you can go home and then just do your normal life. No, I was suggested with lots of advice and then lots of lifestyle changes and etc. So it's really, really, I can't actually express more how good it is. But enough of talking. I think I'm just gonna show you around how this place looks like, and you can make your decision. And then again, if you have any question, just drop a comment, and then I'm gonna be happy to answer. And then definitely I will come back the next year. So I'm just gonna turn the camera and I'm gonna show you how beautiful is the environment after this big talk. See you later. So if you can see, they have a very beautiful garden, so you can sit there. I relax here a lot. It's a monsoon season, which is actually perfect for any cleansing and then for the new start, but we are lucky because it's really nice and sunny. So they have this beautiful garden here. That's the room where there is an evening meditation. They have a beautiful pool there, and then this is the cottages where you can live. until you are here. So downstairs is like a rooms with the living room, and upstairs is a standard room. So you can see everything is beautiful, nice and green. And I'm just reaching to the entrance. The place is actually very separated from the civilization, so it's very nice and peaceful. It's actually in the middle of the forest, and that's how you can actually come in. That's the way in, and then we are just surrounded with beautiful trees. That's the entry, and then everywhere you can see the same buildings. It's like a mini village, really, which is for the guests. And every morning we had the yoga at 6:30, and that's the sign here. So there is a herbal garden, pharmacy, the vegetarian restaurant, the yoga place, swimming pool, and the library. And then, as you can see, there is a beautiful fig tree, and that's where I lived for 14 days. So that's amazing. I'm gonna miss the place actually. And you see butterflies, they are flying. Very nice and peaceful. This bit is a new building, and then I was lucky, so I got my treatment here for the last days, and this is what they actually do here, the clinical services and stuff. As you can see, it's amazing. It's very nice. It's just, as I said, I think they finalized everything last week. So it's nice and shiny. And they have this beautiful, that's the entrance for the main building. They have this beautiful herbal garden, and then everything is 100% organic, and it just smells so amazing. You see? Even if you don't have any therapy, you just sit here with a book. I think it's already a big game changer after the hectic life in the UK or anywhere else in the world. So yeah, and then that's the main building. Hiya. We have Oman today. That's the restaurant there, and that's the yoga place upstairs. And this is the main building. And that's the beautiful mandala. So happy Oman, actually. And here is the beautiful reception team. Hiya. Hi. That's our lovely doctors. Hi. And then hiya. Namaste. And then you can see it's a beautiful surrounding. So we have the prayer in the morning here at 8 o'clock. And we have this beautiful story about the goats and stuff. And then yes, so there is some places where you can go, and then you can see on the walls. So I went to the elephant training center, which was fun, but I'm going to show you. So there is an entertainment as well. Okay, so let's go outside. And that's very much. I know maybe you think, that's not a big place. Trust me, if you want to get a rest and then you want to heal, that's gonna be the best place for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it helped you a bit. And I'm going to make another one what actually needs to be packed into the luggage, because I was hesitating, like, shall I bring this, what shall I bring that, or shall I leave it home? So it was a big thing for me, but now I realized okay, maybe somebody else can take advantage of the packing list as well. See you later. Thanks again, and please share if you think this was useful, or like or subscribe. Bye.